Thank you, Madam President. So I wanted to share with everyone regarding the code enforcement program accreditation that our municipality is participating in. The American Association of Code Enforcement is the agency, the national organization that actually created this accreditation process for code enforcement departments. So the American Association of Code Enforcement, AACE, is a national nonprofit association representing the profession of code enforcement. AACE was founded in 1988 by representatives from 5 states and now represents all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and Canada. AACE is the only association representing housing, property maintenance, and zoning officials in the United States. Its members are employed by cities, towns, parishes, counties, and state government for the enforcement of housing, property maintenance, and zoning ordinances intended to provide minimum standards for the protection of public health, safety, and welfare. The association's mission is to educate, elevate, and improve the profession of code enforcement. So this association has a code enforcement accreditation program. This is a first nationally recognized accreditation program solely for code enforcement agencies. The accreditation standards have been developed to set forth requirements for obtaining and maintaining AACE accreditation for agencies responsible for enforcement of codes and ordinances, laws, or statutes relating to health, safety, and welfare within their jurisdictions. These standards are intended to ensure a uniform level of service and level of professionalism with all accredited code agencies, thereby increasing the community's confidence in the policies and practices of an agency and the overall code enforcement profession. Code agencies can operate in confidence that their operations have been reviewed by a formal third party and have demonstrated that they are competent. The standards have been developed to apply to both large and small departments and to keep costs affordable for all enforcement agencies. This program ensures that minimum standards are maintained as well as acknowledges jurisdictions that exceed standards and that strive to be leaders in this industry. This also increases effectiveness of a department and improves customer service. The standards of accreditation are the principles of quality by which the AACE and its accreditation committee determines whether an agency merits accreditation. The standards of accreditations are guiding principles for code agencies. These standards have been developed by members of AACE and adopted by the directors of AACE and the accreditation committee. To obtain this accreditation, code enforcement departments must successfully complete and submit an accreditation application packet, which is reviewed by the AACE accreditation committee. The application packet includes the application along with providing information and supporting documents requested for review to confirm that the department meets the 59 accreditation standards. The accreditation standards review how a department operates and evaluates policies and procedures for functions such as general operations, personnel, case processing, punitive actions, inspections, codes and ordinances, and hearings and appeals. Once the application packet and supporting documents are found to meet the standards of accreditation, the Code Enforcement Department is issued the accreditation certificate. The accreditation is valid for 5 years as long as the annual reports are submitted as required and the department remains in compliance with all program requirements. So I am proud to share with everybody that our Department of Buildings and Code Enforcement has attained accreditation from AACE for its code enforcement program. And not only have we obtained this accreditation, we are actually the first code enforcement program in the state of Pennsylvania to have this accreditation. We did have the president of the American Association of Code Enforcement. He gave some statements for us to share with council. I'm just going to read the first one, and I believe Mr. Jones and Gabriella are working on putting together a press release and updating the website to add all of this information on here. But Mr. Calvin Bean, who's the president of American Association of Code Enforcement, said that this is the first nationally recognized accreditation program solely for code enforcement agencies, and the Municipality of Norristown is the first in Pennsylvania and the second in the country to receive this distinguished recognition, the City of Plano, Texas being the first. The Norristown code enforcement staff should be proud that they are among the first agencies in the country to demonstrate they are operating at a high level and setting standards for others to follow. In addition, this accreditation provides verification to its stakeholders of Norristown that their code enforcement program is in compliance with established standards and practices. I just wanted to share that this achievement of getting accredited, it was a team effort with all of our employees and team members in the codes department, as well as the support from council and Mr. Jones. All of those meetings that we've had, all of those discussions, the conversations on making sure that we are taking our department and following and working towards the vision and goals that the administration and council has. This is what helped got us to that point, as well as our team making so many changes in our department over the last year. A lot of updates, a lot of new systems and processes. Everything's more detailed, more organized. And, you know, it was a bit of a culture change, but the whole department saw what the benefits were of getting this accreditation and increasing our operations effectiveness, the quality of customer service we're providing. So I thank everyone for being on board and getting to make these changes and put this program together. So instead of going through all of the slides here, I'm going to go to the second to last slide here to share what's next with the codes department. So we have our code enforcement program, which is accredited, and the next step that we're going to work on is getting our building department division accredited. So that is actually through the AACE, the International Accreditation Service. And if we are able to get our building department accredited, that is going to be extremely important for the municipality as well. One of the benefits of having an accredited building department is going to be that we can actually help increase our ISO rating of the municipality. Currently, we're at a level 3, and if we are able to get this done, I'm working with Mr. Jones and Chief O'Donnell. If we're able to implement the best practices and follow the policies and procedures and the guidelines that the national IAS has put together for building departments, it will actually help us move to an ISO rating level 2, which is actually going to help property owners in Norristown with insurance premiums. It will significantly lower their insurance premiums. Plus, it would also help us provide a higher level of customer service and also, you know, eliminate the perception of red tape that a lot of people have, that building departments and code departments are red tape and they're just trying to make it harder. But this will actually show with our code enforcement program being accredited, and in the future, our building department hopefully will be accredited as well. It'll show that we're here to help facilitate growth and development in Norristown, and we're not here to, you know, stop it. And the next update is going to be in the next couple months here, coming before council will be a comprehensive code and ordinance update, including the creation of our Norristown Building Safety, Property Maintenance, and Housing Code. So that's going to be here in the next couple months. And another project that I'm working with Mr. Jones is hopefully by the end of next year, this will be fully implemented. We'll have a 24/7 e-government and customer service portal. Pretty much it will help property owners and contractors and anyone doing business with Norristown apply for permits, licenses, rental registration, property transfers online, schedule appointments, schedule inspections, pay for any fees related to department operations. And if you're a property owner, you'll actually, like for example, a rental property owner, you will actually be able to have your online account and see what violations are currently present at your property, what invoices are present, and be able to deal with all of those type of items. So pretty much we're looking to make it easier for everyone to do business with the Norristown Codes Department, and we're just going to continue to keep working hard and working towards council and administration's goals and vision, and keep doing everything that we can to make it easier. We actually have the accreditation certificate from the American Association of Code Enforcement, and I have some of our team members here from the Codes Department. Unfortunately, not every staff member was able to make it today, but we do have about half of our team here, and we were hoping to take a picture with Mr. Jones and all of council with our certificate here, because I believe this is really going to help our department and also help our constituents in the future as far as dealing with us and also getting things taken care of. And you know, So that's pretty much all I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for doing a terrific job. When you first arrived to Norristown, I remember one of the first comments I made is that you actually had a tough job ahead of you. And I also wanted to let you know that council had its goals, and at that day, as a matter of fact, as of day one, you actually promised to meet council's goal, and I believe you exceeded those goals, and I wish you continued luck with your staff. So continue to keep doing a great job.
Thank you, Madam President. It's all because of my team that we are able to get to where we are today, so thank you.
You're welcome. Any other comments from council? Mr. Perry?
Yeah, definitely want to keep saying, kudos to you and staff. I know it probably wasn't easy getting to where we at, and we all have a hand in this. Once again, we all have a hand in this no matter what. We live here, we want to play here. We don't want to hear the complaints. We just want to get the work done, and then everything works smoothly. But kudos to you guys for working hard, doing what you need to do. And thank you once again, because I know we had many conversations, but this is big. And you know what? Can't wait to start putting it out on Facebook and really get everything, going. Like, this is great, man. Thanks. Appreciate it, everybody.
Councilwoman Brady?
Thank you. So a number of years ago, when I had an opportunity to speak to somebody who was in charge of a municipality that had gone through great improvements over a significant period of time. But one of the things that that person told me was that the first step in getting improvement in a municipality is getting their codes department in order. You, Mr. Singh, have done that in spades. So I really appreciate all the stuff that you've done. Congratulations on your accreditation. I look forward to a much more excellence in the department. Not that it's not excellent right now, but thank you for everything you did. I think you're really helping Norristown to move forward in making great strides. Thank you.
Councilman Jones?
I just wanted to echo my fellow colleagues and just say thank you as well. We communicate pretty often. Some of the major concerns that come our way are a variety of things: tall weeds and grass, which you've been very responsive with, swimming pools and water that's breeding grounds for mosquitoes. That's another large amount of calls we get. You guys respond really heavily. Hoarding, landlord-tenant issues, and permits. You've created a system that's in place that really holds people accountable when it comes to doing work, opening and closing orders. So we've definitely took note of what you're doing in our department, and it is showing, whether people think so or not. It is showing that you guys are moving this town forward.
I'll say it again, second in the nation. But again, thank you. And thank you to the staff as well.
Madam President, may I have the staff approach? That way we can take our group picture.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Find somebody real quick.
Right, hey. That's what a working woman looks like.
Somebody got it in the back? Here, hold that. Then you can't see it.
Okay, got